vector. So as you said, vector is the most common and basic structure in R as a workhorse. So basically, this order the same type, order in the list. So either it's an integer or a numeric or character or a factor. So let's see. So let's focus on vector or integers or vector of number. The basic define is x is assigned 1 colon 3 is 1 up to 3. So this is a most easiest way to define integer vector. So let's see how we work on it. So if you have this and you run it, then here is x 1 to 3 and then 1 to 3. Then here in the environment here, you see integer 1 up to 3, 1, 2, 3. So that's how what you observe. And go back to the slide. If you want more freedom, you just don't want 1 up to 3, then you say C. This is standard for creating column vector. By default, vector or column is a standard in the MATLAB. It's a standard thing. So every element is separated by comma. So when you create this, you can, if you put an L there, that will integer vector. But now we don't want integer vector because here we have 1 minus 1 and 3.5. So we have a numeric. So that's why when there's numeric, then everything becomes numeric. So that's how you define a vector. So let's see in Excel what it looks like. So if you have you run this, okay, so become numeric because the last one, because the way we define, right, run x, then you display as what we want, and replace here you can see 1 to replace a 1.0 because numeric, so they will give all the common numbers. And the next thing is you do addition, subtraction, right? So let's see. Suppose I have 2 vectors, right? And one is 1 to 4. The other vector is z, which is the same thing, right? Right. So if you want to add them up, then you add element by element. So is x is 1, 2, 3, 4, right? And is 1 plus 1 is 2. 2 plus minus 1 is 1. 3 times 3.5 is 6.5. 4 times 2 is 6. That's how you get the result. Subtraction is same. It's element by element subtraction. So let's see how this thing done here. So what we want, we run it. This appear here x and z, and if you run x plus z, so this is what you have here. And if you run this, this will go x minus z. And now I want to talk about adding some elements to the vector. So suppose we have x is 1 up to 4, and put in cx5, then add n5. If you want to add dn minus 1 there, then you will, at the beginning, the minus 1. And if you add the 7 at location, because I have 6, so it's also can be done this way. So let's try to show you the working here. Let's clear everything. And we run first line, we have 1, 2, 3, 4. You run this up to 5 because we don't have 5L. So once you change to numeric, then no longer integer vector, so it's numeric. X from 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. And if you do this, then it becomes 6 element, -1 here. That's what you get. And if you add it here, that becomes 7 element there, but we can see it clearly. So let's write it down. Then we have 7 element here. So now how to access particular element? is a subsection, is a subset operator, which is a square bracket. X square bracket 3 gives you the third element. Okay, and if you pick the first 3 element, then there's one double colon. The colon 3 is very similar to because we want the vector of 1, 2, 3. So that's why I give you 1, 2, 3. We want to get the only 1 and 4, then we will have a C1 and 4. So this is how it work out. So let's work it in the R. So let's then clear the screen. Okay, we want to see the third element. Okay, this is how we get the third element is -1, 1, and 2, right? So if you get want to see first element up to the third element, so it's x1, x2, and x3. This is how you get the result. If you want to get only first and the fourth element, okay, this is how you work on that. So so far we work on the vector of numbers. So vectors of character and vector logical also can be done similarly. That's when you define the same way. So let's see in the our software. So when you run this, you can see y become character because the way we define it. Y, then we give you the same thing. And let's clear the screen. If you assign y true and false, it become a logic vector, true and false. And if you want y, you show true and false. Okay. So the next is sometimes we want to look at length of a vector. So suppose how long are they? If here I have an integer 1 to 10, then there's a length of 10 because you have 10 elements. So let's run it for you. Thing, the code. Let's clean the screen first, and then we run it. So this is 10 because 10 element there. Okay, here's we end the vector, and the next we talk about data frame.